Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are having a successful trading week. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more. In this video, I will show you how to use Dark Mimas on MetaTrader 5. Dark Mimas is a fully automatic expert advisor for scalping trading. It was updated on the 19th of June 2021 and currently has a 4.6 rating from 87 reviews. The expert advisor needs attention and is in fact highly adjustable. What we're going to do is let's take a closer look at the dark oscillator that it is based on. Dark oscillator is an indicator for intraday trading. The indicator is based on a counter trend strategy, trying to intercept changes in direction in advance. Here we have a few images of the dark oscillator where we have 6 different strategies to trade for dark Mimas. We'll take a closer look at each of these strategies and see which one will be best during strategy optimization. Let's take a closer look at some of the recommendations for dark Mimas. I always recommend taking a closer look at these from the programmer as to give you a better indication of how to trade the bot. Now there is an installation and troubleshooting guide as well as some frequently asked questions. When it comes to the recommendations, the recommended time frame is the 5-minute, the 15-minute, and the hourly. The expert advice can go on the Euro USD, the pound dollar, the Aussie dollar, and the Aussie franc. So let's go to MetaTrader 5 and run our first strategy test. To run a strategy test on MetaTrader 5, very simple to do. All that you need to do on your MT5 is go under View and select Strategy Tester. When it comes to setting your requirements, you're more than welcome to adjust these according to your own trading plan. For today, we'll be testing the Euro USD on the 15-minute chart for the last year. If you want to extend the period, you are more than welcome to for your own back testing. Once you have set all the requirements under settings, we're going to select default settings for the expert advisor and see how it would do on default over the last year. To do that, press start. Let's take a look at the graph. We can see that it does use a martingale or grid function where if the price goes against the expert advisor, it opens trades in the opposite direction. So what we see here is a couple of very large periods of drawdown. However, using a 0.01 lot, you'll see that the expert advisor is quite profitable. What I would like to do is take a look at the 6 different strategies for dark Mimas and see which of these will perform best on the Euro USD. If we look at the graph, we'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 periods of big drawdown. So what we're going to do once the strategy test has been completed, we'll take a look at the results so we can get some percentages for those drawdown periods. Let's take a look at the results. Total net profit was $3,096, $3,105.99, with a drawdown of 3.64%. We had a profit factor of 1.83 and total profitable trades of 70%. Next, we are going to optimize for the different strategies that dark Mimas can use. To do this, we're going to change to a fast genetic optimization. So under settings, under optimization, I'm going to select fast genetic based algorithm. You are more than welcome to use a slow compete algorithm, but for the sake of the video's length, I'm going to use a fast genetic. Select the dark oscillator strategies and make sure that everything else is unselected, and then press start. This means that we will be running the default settings against the 6 different strategies that are built into the Expert Advisor. Let's take a look at the results. So we'll see the buy green, sell red, and buy red, sell green have a lot of trades, and both of these strategies were profitable. All 6 of the strategies were profitable during the period tested. For me, it is important to compare the return percentage to the risk percentage. If we look at the image for dark oscillator, the 6 different strategies are based around the oscillator, highs and lows of the oscillator, or overbought and oversold, and the arrows. All 6 of the strategies were profitable during the period tested. However, for the lowest drawdown, I will be using the arrows. So let's take a look. We're going to do a single test for the strategy with its low drawdown. Now it is the same strategy that we originally ran. So what I am going to do now is make a few simple adjustments to create our own unique strategy. Firstly, under trading days, I'm going to select Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as false. Next, under trading directions, I'm going to change allow buy and sell at the same time to false. This will limit the amount of trades placed, as it's only allowed to trade in one direction. Next, under our grid settings. First, grid order must comply with indicator conditions. Minimum distance on the grid is going to be changed. And last but not least, the ATR period. The next indicator or settings that we have is closure on opposite signal. However, for this we have 3 different options. What I'd love to do moving forward is do another optimization to take a look at which one of those would be best. What I'm going to do with our first few adjustments to the trading days, direction, and grid, we're going to run a single test and take a look at the results. Again, we are using a 0.01 lot for the test because we haven't adjusted the money management settings for the bot. The money management settings allow the bot to adjust the lot size to a specific lot according to the account balance. When we take a look at the graph again, we see periods of drawdown as to be expected with a cost averaging grid type Expert Advisor. It is very important to understand the different settings for the Expert Advisor that you'll be trading so that you can create your own unique strategy. Here we see a lot of drawdown for the Expert Advisor. Now our purpose moving forward is to optimize the bot to reduce drawdown. What I am going to do is I'm going to enable the closure on opposite signal and do a fast genetic based test on those 3 options. Remember, first you have to unselect your previous optimization, otherwise it will run 18 steps instead of 3. So we're going to select closure type, but first we have to enable closing on dark oscillator. So closure type on opposite signal has 3 different options, and we'll be testing all 3 of these options against our current set file. Let's take a look at the results. We'll see very similar results. However, the highest profit was close buy below level and sell close above level. What we're going to do next is make a few more adjustments. First, let's run a single test to see if those large periods of drawdown still exist, and see if there's a way that we can alter the settings for the expert advisor to reduce drawdown. When trading, it is important to manage your risk. And again, we have that period of drawdown. So even though it looks better and we have reduced the drawdown a little bit, I want to see if we can't reduce it even further moving forward. Now, this backtesting is done on a Forex account, so you will need to adjust it according to your own broker. Brokers provide different liquidity, and because of that, backtesting results will be different. So we see a drawdown of again 1.71, but a return of only 474. So that large period of drawdown in the 8th month of the year, we need to reduce. To do this, let's go back to settings and take a look. So under inputs, I'm going to change grid order comply with indicator conditions to false. The next thing I'm going to change is the ATR period to 14 and the ATR multiplier to 1. Makes it a little bit less sensitive during large market movements. I'm also going to adjust my take profit for the first order to 60 and take target for the first order to 70. Last but not least, I'm going to update my money management to a 0.1% of 100,000, which will be a 0.1 lot. So let's start. So we'll see with the adjustments made to the grid setting that the expert advisor reacts differently during those periods of drawdown. It is very important to know how an expert advisor functions in the market. So make sure to take the time to read through the troubleshooting guide, the installation guide, and the FAQs. Many of the questions I've been receiving are answered in these documents, so please guys take the time and go through them if you are serious about robot trading. So what you will see with the graph, the periods of drawdown have become smaller and our return has become significantly more. We have a 19.8% return for 6.23% drawdown, or a $19,000 profit for a $6,000 drawdown. Very important when trading is always to have a safety net in case something goes wrong. In this case, I'm going to use a percentage loss of 15. The idea behind it is that our safety net will protect us in case something of an extremum happens in the market. Now, in recent times, we've had major news events that can alter the direction of a pair. So it is important to keep an eye on Forex Factory and make sure to check your fundamentals on a consistent basis. So with our safety net enabled, we still see the same beautiful return curve for dark Mimas. Now remember, this is a cost averaging EA, and for this reason, it is able to achieve a high win rate. However, it does come with its own inherent risks. So let's take a look at the results. With our stop loss enabled, we still see a total net profit of 19,851 with a 6% equity drawdown, a profit factor of 2.32, and a total amount of trades of 1,258. Total win percentage was 70.51%. I hope that everyone learned something new about Dark Mimas, and thank you for taking the time and watching this video. Happy trading. Bye.